crashed my car on the way back. That's how bad a day it was, and we wore that shirt. This is a 125-year anniversary shirt, but the date on it is 1881. Now, do I need to say any more, or do we just look at the previous shirt and the date on the new crest?
Like the 80th minute when I was there.
Only time I've ever been thrown out of a football game.
Yeah, went down.
So, welcome back to Life of a Kitman. This is an unusual episode as there is nobody here. No guest. But obviously we're between seasons and we wanted to do something a bit more fun. So what we've done for this episode is Jonah's picked 4 Swindon shirts and I've picked 4 Swindon shirts. We don't know
what we've each chosen.
What we've each picked. And we're basically just going to do almost like a word association. So he's going to show me the shirt. I'm going to talk about the first player that comes to mind and then some memories from the shirt. Then I'll have a go, then Jonah will have a go. And we'll just go through some shirts.
Yeah, so I'll go first then, yeah?
Go on then.
So, the first shirt I've got is a home shirt. It's obviously from the year that we got relegated. When you see this shirt then, Steve, what player first springs to mind?
David Prutton.
Right.
And all I can think of is relegation. You know, I think of a day out at Carlisle. I think we scored a late equaliser. Or potentially it was 0-0. I'm not sure what the score was. But it was not a good day. I crashed my car on the way back. That's how bad a day it was. And we wore that shirt. That's my only...
What a shirt it is though, isn't it?
It's a lovely shirt. But
it's pretty similar to the one that we had the year before when we got to... Like, it's the same sort of...
All I can see in my head is getting relegated. But obviously, you know, we had a good team. We had a really good team that year. You had Matt Ritchie, Charlie Austin was here for the first half of the season.
Frampton.
You had Paul Caddis. Why are you thinking Andy Frampton? That's weird.
He was a decent...
Where's that come from?
I was just like... I always think he was a decent
Andy Frampton,
when we got him. I thought you were going to go Caddy, to be fair.
No, mate.
Like, obviously he's on the back of this one.
No, Prutton. It was the only home shirt he ever played in, wasn't it? And he was a good player, but, you know.
Is that who comes to mind then for you then?
Yeah, David Prutton.
Any particular game?
Carlisle, actually. I had Prutton on the back of my shirt that year. I had the long sleeved because Adidas used to provide long sleeves for in the shop. So, yeah, I had a long sleeve that year. But, yeah, David Prutton.
I like this shirt a lot.
It's a nice shirt. Really nice shirt. Shall I have a go now?
Yeah, right, you go now.
Right.
I'll put this one.
Right.
I'll put it on here, yeah.
What shall I do? I'm going to go with this one.
Ooh.
This one. Come on.
Player that first comes to mind is there's a couple actually. This was obviously our first year in the job, wasn't it?
Yes.
It sounds weird, but it's Mark Richards.
Mark Richards, yeah.
And Matty Taylor.
Oh, okay.
One.
Is that because we've got their shirts signed?
Yeah, we have
these ones.
Yeah,
hanging
that
on.
Shirt there.
There's one. That one there is Mark Richards.
Yeah.
And Tails is in the rail here.
And that's my favourite. I love that Puma one. I don't know whether it's because of our first year or not, but I just really like it. Like the little detail on the bottom as well, like the 50th anniversary.
It's quite nice hat.
Could
have been better quality.
But yeah, Matty Taylor or Mark Richards, to be fair.
Is it?
Like game that springs to mind when I look at it.
Can I say a player?
Yeah.
Jermaine McGlashan.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I see it and I think Jermaine McGlashan.
Do you know what game springs to mind for me as well?
Go on.
Either your first game,
Tranmere
away.
Yeah.
Or
Broadbent, Rosie, Canis Carroll. They were all involved. They were all new signings, weren't they?
MK Dons as well.
MK
I'm now getting
Dons.
flashbacks of Douts.
Yeah, with his little Panenka.
Panenka penalty. So yeah, there are a few players that would like spring to mind when I look at that shirt. I really like that shirt, to be fair.
It's a nice shirt, that. The two tones. 2 different reds on the stripes. Quite like it.
Nice shirt.
Really, really nice. And this one's just got random 11 on the back. probably a pre-season
Stephen
shirt.
Alzati wore it.
Stephen Alzati.
That was just before we joined, obviously.
There you go, mate. Your turn.
Look at the difference of colour of red on those
Yeah, I
t-shirts.
know, it's mad. Isn't it? Look at the difference in material as well.
Right. Next one, I've got the 2012 away kit.
Now, I want to say Luke Rooney.
Yeah?
That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Di Canio year, so.
Yeah, Luke Rooney for me in that shirt. Or, here's another one, Alberto Camazzi. I've got a memory of, I don't know where we were, maybe Rushden and Diamonds away, and Camazzi was playing at centre back with 6 on his back. Yeah, there's that game, the Rushden game. I can't really think of two. We were at Northampton.
What, in
Yeah,
on New
we
Year's
did, didn't
Day?
we?
Yeah, New Year's Day.
Yeah. Oh, McCormack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Di Canio.
When Di Canio ran down, De Vita was with him.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I don't have too many memories of that shirt, to be fair. I liked it. Very nice shirt.
Don't know how many times we actually wore it, to be fair.
Can't have been many. I think we must
But
have.
you know, you just
Did we
said
wear it at
Camazzi.
Crawley?
You know, you just said Camazzi. You might not even have played in it.
No, we did. If we wore that at Rushden and Diamonds on a Friday night, I think it was,
Yeah.
I'm sure he played in it. But yeah, I think we must have worn it at Crawley as well.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah,
Nice shirt, isn't it?
Luke Rooney.
That's
Luke
really
Rooney.
comes to mind for you then.
Luke Rooney. Right, my turn. Now this is classic shirt. Never sold to fans. What player springs to mind?
Well, obviously I know whose it is because it's in this room, so I'd have to say Kassim.
Yeah.
But other than Kassim, I actually wasn't at this game. I know you were. But Nathan Byrne,
Nathan Byrne.
that goal he scored,
Sheffield
what a
United.
goal that was. Like,
Unbelievable.
I mean, it was 2-1, wasn't it, at their
Yeah.
place?
What now?
And Glads missed a penalty.
Yeah.
And then, I think it's like, obviously they scored, then we got a penalty.
Sam Ricketts scored,
And then
didn't he?
Sam Ricketts scored a header. It was like a flick on header, and it was like the 93rd minute when Burns scored that goal, which was actually
Yeah.
probably the goal that
Yeah,
sent
well,
us
it was.
through,
It
because
was,
It was
'cause-
7-6 on
yeah.
aggregate. So
Without that goal, we wouldn't have.
yeah, when I think of that shirt, obviously I think Kassim, because obviously it's in the room and
'Cause it's here.
he's on the back, and that's actually a match worn shirt.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because there was no
And this shirt
retail
never got
ones. It was
sold.
just match ones.
the more and more I like look at that shirt, like you could stare at it and it gets better every time.
Do you think Michael Smith?
Not really.
I do.
I think Kassim obviously and Nathan Byrne.
Yeah. I want to say, did Darren Ward play that year?
I think he was the year before that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he wasn't there that year.
Okay, it was
Because he
Sam
had
Ricketts.
like Jack Stevens, Turnbull. I think he was the year before. I'm pretty sure. You know when we come 8th, we just missed out on the playoffs. It was like when you had Wolves and all that. That's
Nathan
when-
Thompson.
Yeah, Nathan Thompson.
There's
Yeah,
another one.
Kassim and
Kassim and Byrne. Cool.
Because whatever game did we wear it that year?
Oh,
Cheltenham.
yeah, there was an FA Cup game, wasn't there?
Yeah, we lost like 5-0 against Cheltenham.
Yeah, we got battered.
I can't think whatever games we wore it.
Yeah, it was not ideal.
Yeah. Right, so it's back to me, innit?
Yes, mate. That's how it works.
I got
Oh my
this one,
god.
quite an interesting shirt actually.
Oh my god.
I mean, I was very young at this stage, so I thought I'd choose an older one.
Oh my god. The first one that came to my head was Curtis Weston. We had him from Millwall, but I also then Lee Peacock,
Yeah.
Barry Corr. Barry Corr scored 2 goals in that Lincoln away. It was on the telly, I think. I was there, and Peake scored as well. Yeah, interesting fact about that shirt.
I knew you were going to say
Yeah.
about this. That's why I wanted. That's why I chose it.
I mean, I see lots of contrast in things online. But basically, this is a 125-year anniversary shirt, but the date on it is 1881. Now, do I need to say any more, or do we just look at the previous shirt and the date on the new crest or on the current one is 1879? So we have 2 different dates. So if anyone knows why, was that wrong? Did they miss the gear and then they just made it up? Or was it thought to be that and then it was found to be this? I don't know. If you know, let us know. Because it's been bugging me for how many years? Since 2006. 17 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been bugging me a long time.
And because it's the only shirt that I don't know if you chose one with it, but it's the only shirt I've chosen with the old badge. What do you like? What do you think about the old badge? Because obviously all the ones we've chosen up to this point are the new badge. Sorry. And
I mean, for a certain generation, that crest represents a previous owner
yeah.
that was not great for the club.
But also, it's obviously our Premier League.
But also, yeah, it was the crest that took us to the Premier League, and and then obviously back down to what is now League One, which was Division 2 at the time. But yeah, I mean, for me, I don't really get the green because that was the only. If you look prior to that one and after it, there's no green involved in Swindon Town, so I'm not too sure. A lot of people like it, which is cool. Whatever. I much prefer the new one myself.
Yeah. I've got another question for you then. Can you remember who's on the back of this shirt?
Ashley Grimes.
Yeah. Bit of a random one that we. So obviously, all these shirts that we're doing this video on now, some of them we've brought in from home. Some have been given to us kindly, and some have also we've just found, and this is one of the ones that we found.
Ashley
Just
Grimes.
really-
It was in the cupboard in the kit room.
Really
But
random.
I don't know why.
That was found, but yeah, so that's that one.
There was also one
So
of them
Lincoln
with
Away then, which is a game that you.
yeah, Lincoln Away, probably Barry Core now to think about it. But
Yeah.
but I had it and I had Curtis Weston 23 on the back because
Was that a long sleeve as well? Was that
it was a long sleeve.
You
It
loved
was.
that one?
I did love a long sleeve shirt. What should we do now? Here we go. Talking of long sleeve shirts.
Wow, that's one of my favourite years actually. That was actually talking of shirts that we bought in as well. I bought that one in. I got given that by Jake Jervis, but he's not one that. Do you know what comes to mind when I see that one?
Go on.
DeVita, Rafael
Yeah.
DeVita. But there's so many players that year.
I think of DeVita at Plymouth.
Yeah, that goal in it was like the 80th minute when I was there.
The only
And
time
then-
I've ever been thrown out of a football ground.
Yeah,
by the way.
went down the. We won 1-0, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then I remember Wes Foderingham made a save a couple of minutes later. And it's one of the best saves I've
I
ever
don't-
seen down the other end.
I don't know. I was stood outside.
you had been kicked out at that stage.
Just to clarify that, we were celebrating the goal, and at the time, Plymouth had no money. Plymouth were dead in the water. They were already relegated. They were in big trouble, and they didn't have any stewards, so they were paying local people from the pubs, bouncers, to come and do their stewarding. And basically, when we celebrated the goal, about 20 people just got absolutely battered and thrown out, and I was in that 20. So, yeah.
I'm gonna say Rafael DeVita, but then I can't.
DeVita.
It's a long sleeve shirt, so I'm trying to think of. I don't think he would have. Maybe he would have worn a long sleeve. I can't remember.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Rafael DeVita. I really liked him as well.
Decent. Simon Ferry,
Adam McCormack as well.
Alan McCormack.
I like, and yeah, you picked it out for me there. Probably the Plymouth game, that kit.
Yeah,
I get reminded of.
that was really good.
And then obviously when we won the league champions, Port Vale
Yeah,
at home.
at home. We wore this at Gillingham as well, didn't we?
Do you know? Oh my god! Do
Do
you
you
know
know
how
why?
this reminds me of weirdly?
Go on.
I said Port Vale at home. I don't know if you were at it. I was at it. Port
Where
Vale
was
away. Lucas Magira.
Lucas Magira.
I'm getting a weird.
Lucas Magira.
And
He
just
was
to
a giant.
Just to show how young.
Nelly Carouche.
Yeah, just to Carouche is on fire. Just to show how young I am. The year this shirt, I was actually mascot. I was 12.
You were 12.
And I
Oh,
was-
yeah.
yeah.
Because there's the picture,
Yeah, there's a picture.
of you and Cads
Yeah,
on the
picture
wall.
of me and Kat.
But if Jonah, just move to
Yeah.
the side because
This way.
this camera. There you go. You got a picture of Jonah in the shirt
Yeah.
next to Paul Caddis as mascot.
And that was the
That's-
game
that's
where
class.
Leon Clark
Yes.
got had the little falling
Sir
out in
Leon
the tunnel
Clark, there's
with.
another one.
Yeah, so, but there was about 57 players or something random that year. So there's so many players.
742
I'll go
players.
with my first one because obviously it should be the first player that springs to mind. I'll go
Yeah.
Rafael De Vita.
Perfect. Right,
And
your
then-
turn.
Yeah, so my last one, which is another away one. I got
Oh,
another
wow.
shirt that was when we were in the job together.
Oh, wow.
I know when we were choosing this, Matt wasn't very happy that I chose it because it got some flashbacks for him from when he was at FGR, as he likes to call it.
FGR, yeah. They're
Forest
called
Green.
Forest Green Rovers. People call it
Lemon.
FGR. We should call this STFC instead of Swindon.
Yeah. He was like, please don't choose that. It brings back bad memories.
Oh, yeah, because
What
Doyle,
a year.
Doyle
who
just
springs-
steaming away.
Yeah, who springs to mind then with this shirt?
Lloyd Hillsgrove.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the one for me. I love Izzy.
Not
Adams.
Owen Doyle.
No, my first, when I saw that shirt, Lloyd Hillsgrove.
Because when I was having a look at which ones I was going to choose and I seen that, I was thinking, I've got that wrong. I was thinking of the picture at Grimsby when you took the picture of Yates and
Oh,
Doyle
yeah.
having a
But they were in
toilet,
red
but
that
they were in
day.
red, so
Yeah.
that was wrong.
Yeah, they were in
So,
red.
But
But-
it is Grove, yeah?
Lloyd Hillsgrove.
And games?
In terms of games, this is a good one. So, Leighton Orient away, we were exceptional, right? It was the best. And when you talk to anyone that was at Orient then, or works at Orient or any of that, they say we were unbelievable, like ridiculous, how good we were. But Kitman thing. So when we got home, and like we had done everything, and we got home, like the championship or whatever what was it, EFL on Quest or
Yeah, it was Quest.
whatever the game, whatever the
Yeah.
show was that season. Something that we had said multiple times prior to this game. We had white numbers on the back of a grey shirt, and the commentator on the telly picked up on it and said, "I can't read who anyone is because the numbers are
Yeah, I
there."
think somebody had like screen recorded that. bit.
Yeah, and then it was on Twitter and it was everywhere, and everyone was battering
We
us
wanted
for
red,
having.
didn't we? I think
Yeah.
like it's such a nice shirt. 'Cause
I think if it had a red Puma, a red Imagine Cruising, and red numbers and letters on the back with the grey, it would have looked
it would have
perfect.
more,
It's a
wouldn't it?
great
And I
shirt.
don't know if you can see on camera. You see what we mean because it's got a random 18. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
why.
got an 18, but
on a sunny day,
yeah, and it was sunny,
With
and the
this-
sun was shining on it, and it was reflecting.
you
and
can
it was-
imagine not being.
you
there.
just couldn't see anything. And in fairness to the commentator, I was watching it going, you can't see the names and numbers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't good for TV, that one, but
Jo-
great shirt and
Another
promotion.
thing that I
isn't
loved
it?
that we did in this shirt
Go
when
on.
I was looking at it, Salford.
Yeah.
when we
Oh
mixed
yes.
matched, because we had red shorts,
Did we do the same at Crawley?
possibly.
Yeah, we did.
We had red shorts that year, didn't we?
Yeah, we had like a change short.
Yeah.
So the home kit had white shorts, but we had red ones that if we needed to swap,
And
we could.
we had this with red shorts and
And the grey socks,
but it
grey
looked
and red
unbelievable.
socks, and it was a great combination. And yeah, because
Yeah.
they had white shorts,
So Lloyd is
it worked
Grove
really well. Lloyd
and
is Grove,
Leighton Orient.
Leighton Orient. Yeah.
So that's my four shirts.
Last one. And you know which one it is. Of course you do. The ultimate of Swindon
Yeah.
change shirts. Go on,
Stephen Darby,
Stephen Darby.
obviously.
Great shout.
Because it's his and we see it all the time. And yeah, he obviously scored the winning penalty that sent us to Wembley. But weirdly, that shirt, I got two images. The game that I remember it from the most is the Charlton game, obviously
Charlton
the
away.
playoff game.
Sorry, Matt. Matt's a Charlton fan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, sorry, Matt. But the Charlton game, obviously, another player that springs to mind, there are two players because of that game, is Simon Ferry,
Yeah.
the best own goal I've ever seen.
Yeah, best own goal you've ever seen. How he's hooked that in. Incredible finish.
And I just
If we ever get him on the pod, we'll be talking to him about that
I
own
just
goal.
remember like, young Simon Ferry like doing that really early on in the game. Obviously, David Lucas had just gone off with a
Yeah.
shoulder injury, and I also remember Gordon Greer just like the
Just
highest
kicking
high
Dion
third,
Burton in the
Burton.
chest.
So yeah, they're the players like that. Like I also think that the Leeds away game, but I wasn't at that, so I'm going to
Yeah.
say, yeah,
Danny Ward.
yeah, Danny Ward that goal.
That goal, and then sliding on his bum, and then
There's
Charlie
loads of
coming and
players
jumping
that
on
you could
top.
say for that shirt. Like,
And when you go to the Leeds
What a team.
game, Billy Painter,
yeah.
Charlie Austin,
I'll tell you
Southampton
what,
away.
That I'm going to say that my favourite memory actually is another favourite memory in that kit is the Charlie Austin one when he went round the keeper at Southampton.
At Southampton, yeah. Kelvin Davis in goal that day.
Yeah.
They had a hell of a team. Southampton made them look silly.
Shirt. I
Unbelievable
kind of wish
shirt.
yeah. And then we obviously wore the white one.
Central badge as well. I like
Yeah.
a central badge. It just feels more, yeah, it feels more symmetrical and nicer. But I love this shirt. I've got this shirt at home. I still try and get in it, but it's not happening. I need to go on some ridiculous health regime to be able to get back in that. But I wore it to every game that season. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I think I've got to say Stephen Darby, just because of that winning penalty.
Yeah, of course.
And we were speaking to Charlie the other week, weren't we, about Charlie Austin?
Yeah.
That after the game, they all took their shirts off and were showing them to the crowd, weren't they?
Yeah.
And the kit man at the time wasn't very happy. We had a similar situation with the black kit
I think
last year.
from conversations I've had, the plan was to wear this at Wembley. If, like, they were going to wear their away,
Yeah.
we would have worn this.
Obviously, Millwall went blue, so we.
And then we couldn't because because it was Millwall and because we got drawn in away kit and they could wear blue and everything else. But yeah, I think that was the plan. But yeah, what a shirt! What a shirt! It's an unbelievable collection.
Did we lose in that kit? I can't.
Yeah, Fulham in the FA Cup.
Oh yeah.
Andy
1-0.
Johnson scored, didn't he?
I don't know.
Oh no, it was Bobby Zamora.
Yeah, it was 1-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think Andy Johnson missed a penalty actually for Fulham. Yeah,
But
yeah,
like,
1-0.
other than that, did we? I can't remember losing it. To be fair.
I don't know. I'm sure someone will be
Yeah.
able to come up with somewhere that we did lose in it.
So I
Other
bet
than
there's not
Fulham
many
away.
kits where in the league we've not lost in a kit.
No, there can't be. There can't be. The yellow one was really successful, but we still lost a couple in it.
But even like, I know we only wore the black one twice, but we still lost the game in it.
Yeah,
So I'll just, yeah, I can't remember. We'll have to have a look into that.
decent. Well, that's our 8 shirts. That's our 8 players. There's been a lot more than 8 players. That's our 8 games, but there's been a lot more than 8 games in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Join
little-
us again.
Good little mix match. That was.
Very good, very good.
Very random.
Good colours as well.
Yeah, very random.
Good colours. Yeah, join us again next time for more fun on Life of a Kitman. Cheers, guys.